All right. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, we get a little better light in here. That's going to make it fun with my glasses there. Yeah, a little strange light this morning. That's okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome into a fundamental start. My name is Aaron Montgomery. I'm with our success group, and I am excited to get you guys kicked off into an awesome Thursday here today. And if you haven't tuned in before, if this is your first time joining us, or maybe you're catching a replay of this, the whole point here is to jump in, get our minds right through a little bit of meditation. And we'll talk about that here in just a moment. And then we share a win. That way we have a way to celebrate together. And any win, there's no judgment at all about what you think a win is. And versus what somebody else thinks a win is. Anything that you're doing to move yourself closer to your goals is always a win, no matter how big or small that is. So that's the next part. And then after that, we talk about setting our intentions for the day with the rule of 5. And then finally, we close out exploring any potential solutions that we can help support each other with. What solutions are you looking for? So that's what we're up to here today. And let's check in. Jerry, dot to you as well. Just get appreciate you letting us know that you're here. So thanks for tuning in, Jerry. All right. So let's start off with the meditation. And the meditation is just a 2-minute meditation. Let me get the clock up again. Just had it, and phone decided to restart. So we're good. Okay, perfect. So again, for those of you that are new or just joining us with the meditation part, all we're looking to do is get back our attention, right? A lot of times thoughts come in and then we react to them, and we're constantly reacting. We're always in fight or flight mode. And by practicing intentionality, by practicing focusing on one thing, we're going to get better at being able to be more productive. So you can get in, there's lots of different types of meditation. You can get into some guided meditation, and I would suggest going a lot deeper than we're going to go in a situation like this. We're just spending 2 minutes, but I just want you guys to get this feeling of practicing this. And so when you practice this, all we're doing is in breath, out breath. And we're just focusing on that in breath and out breath. And I've mentioned this before, but one of the things I like to do is to actually in my brain say in breath, out breath, just as I'm breathing. And what happens is then other ideas, thoughts are going to show up. And all you do is you accept those ideas in and let them go. I've heard it explained as kind of like a passing car, that you're just saying, okay, thank you, waving, next, right? And just let them go, and then come back to your intention, come back to that breathing that we're focused on. So that's the meditation. So if you are in a place where you can safely close your eyes, i.e. you're not driving or operating heavy equipment, and you can just do this for 2 minutes, please join me. If not, I would suggest finding some time before you really get into your day to do that. Again, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I would definitely highly recommend finding some guided meditations. You can go to YouTube and find all sorts of different great guided meditations and things like that. So let's do this. You guys ready? I'm going to go ahead and get the music playing, and then we'll get started. The music also kind of gives us something to focus on, to take away those other noise distractions. So between the music and focusing on your breathing, we should be able to have a nice little 2-minute meditation here. So here we go. Okay. So there we go. How did that go for you guys? Um, One other thing that's always great with the meditation is to kind of deepen your breath and make that out breath a bit longer than your in breath. That's a great technique to kind of get you out of that fight or flight mode when the adrenaline starts kicking in and you have that, maybe you're got some fear showing up or something like that. A great way to overcome that is just, I even will go so far as just put my hand on my belly and think about my hands opening and closing and really kind of pushing in to get that out breath all the way out. So there's a little meditation there. In fact, I should have put the banner up, but that's okay. That was one of the passing thoughts that came through while I was meditating there was, oh, I didn't put the banner up. And I let that thought come in and I said, thank you, and accepted it for what it was, and then moved back to focusing on my breath. So, all right. So that's meditation. Let's now celebrate a win. So if what win did you have yesterday? What wins have you had this week? Maybe if you haven't had a chance to share any wins at all, and we just want to get them out there. We want to share in the comments there, and or if you'd really like to join us, you're certainly welcome to. I do this intentionally, so if you're feeling like you're ready to jump into that space, you can come right up here to osg.link/join FS, which is join fundamental start, and I will see it pop up on my screen and we'll bring it in and share. Christy did that with us yesterday and it was awesome and she did a fantastic job. So if it, excuse me, anybody else wants to jump in there and join, would love to have you. So what wins have you had today or this week or that type of thing? And while you guys are doing that, I will share, excuse me, I'm going to find some, I don't have any water handy. It, there we go. Thank you, Tanya. And we'll get to Tanya's here in 1 second. I'll just share my win real quick. I created I had a little quick to do that I wanted to create a little bit more details about using volley and kind of a checklist to get people started that were new to the volley space. And in fact, I'll take that down and you can see it right down here, the osg.link/volley, which is a messaging app. And so I was just going to have like a little image PDF that I created. And as I got into it, I started thinking, gosh, wouldn't it be nice if people could also go ahead and follow that as far as like, click on the PDF, make it a PDF, and then have people click on it to get little tutorial videos that went along with that. So I built that out yesterday and I was very proud of how it came out. Hopefully that will help people get engaged more with volley. Just looking at my volley notifications in front of me here, and I've got 7, so that means we're growing, maybe in some other spaces, but that's okay. No, it looks like they're all in the OSG space, the success principle space. So I take that as a win, right? And so I'm going to celebrate that. Yes. And I go internally and I do that. I share that with others, and others become proud with me. So that is how this works. So good morning, Tanya, and good morning, Mo. Mo, love to hear what win you've had, maybe yesterday or this week. But Tanya, let's celebrate your win. Win for today was at work at 6 to start my day. I saw that, Tanya. I saw in the in volley that you were in there. So nice job. Congratulations. That's awesome. It's always great to kind of get that good fresh start and start your day early and get things going. Boy, it's just that's awesome. So congratulations, Tanya. Good job. Tanya says volley is awesome, and that is Jennifer and I taking over the world, according to Todd. Yeah, that sounds fine. I think the world will be a much better place with you and Jennifer at the helm. So I like that a lot. All right, well, let's see what else you guys got. What other wins we can celebrate with you? And so that's the second part of our program here. And then the third part of our program is our rule of 5. And the rule of 5 is just a way to set our intentions for the day. It's 5 things that we're going to get done today, 5 things that move us closer to our goals. So looking at this list is almost like a must do. And I'll be honest, I don't always get, in fact, you'll notice I've got one on here that's been on here for a couple of days and it's just been kicking my butt, and so I really have to figure out how to dig in and get it done. But our intention is to really get all of these things done and work as hard as you can, until it's time to hit the bed. And if there's something on there that you can knock off that you didn't get done, then we get it done, right? We kind of make our intention to be as complete with these as possible. And then the next step that you can do if you really want to take this to the next level is by taking that rule of five and then plugging them into your calendar, actually scheduling these tasks that you have. So we'll get the rule of five going. Tanya shares win for the day is having a successful Rise and Shine yoga class this morning. That's awesome, Kylene. Excellent. And Tanya, you guys great. The other thing to think about with the win for the day is we typically want to look back maybe. So it doesn't have to be when we start at 7, right? We might not have had a whole lot of things going on other than maybe pouring a little coffee in us or tea or whatever it is for you, right? So also you can look back the day before to the week before, that kind of thing. So awesome stuff, Kylene. Good job. Always great over there at riseshine.yoga. If you want to check that out. What I love about Kylene's yoga is it's a gentle yoga practice. So, I'm not the typical yoga person. I'm not very flexible, and yet it really has benefited me. I need to do it more. I just, I got to make the time for that. So no excuses. I gotta do that more. And Kylene also has a chair yoga program that, it just, again, any movement that we can do is great for our body. And yoga is a fantastic way to do that because it's very intentional and, not only very intentional, but also really good for the mind and your soul and the whole thing. So riseshineyoga.com. I don't know if I have a banner super handy in here. Maybe I can get to it here. Yeah, there it is. riseshine.yoga will get you there to check that out. All right, well, let me get back to what we've got here. So rule of five, and Tanya, thank you. Plug for chair yoga. It has helped my poor broken down body. Yeah, and Tanya, you're an incredible example of people that just get it, right, and not only get it, but realize that we do have to be focused on taking care of ourselves. We spent a good chunk of our lives not doing that, thinking that we can just kind of run through life like we were kids and eat what we want and beat up our bodies and not stretch. And I used to go play hours of volleyball, never stretch, never pre or post stretch, do any of that stuff, and felt fine. And now I can barely go walk around the block without being sore the next day. And that all comes with, we just got to take the time to take care of our bodies, right? Life gets in the way, and that's okay, right? So wherever you're at, this is one of Kylene's sayings that I always borrow and steal from her. Wherever you're at is perfectly fine. And I love that because that's so true. We can really grow and get to a better space if we're allowing ourselves grace to be wherever we're at is perfectly fine. All right, so rule of five, and Tanya's got hers up here for today. She's got 6 garden flags, 3 screen print jobs, June social media, video training, and self-care. So awesome job, Tanya. And for me, my rule of five today is as I mentioned, I have something that's been on the list for multiple days that I just got to eat this frog and get it done. It's been kicking my butt. The Skills USA document. It just seems like every time I get into it, there's also another moving piece that I've got to work on. And so I just need to get over my excuses and get it done. So Skills USA document. I need to then, after that's done, create the timing plan for Skills USA. Unfortunately, I had a judge drop out, so got to kind of shuffle and find a new judge. If anybody wants to come to Atlanta June 22nd and 23rd and help out with the Skills USA competition, please let me know. I need to get back to inbox zero. I was there the other day and then had a bunch of stuff come in last night that I need to get through today. I need to post the last show to the Two Regular Guys website. I need to get that up and posted. I haven't had a chance to do that. And then, as I mentioned, I need to find an additional judge for Skills USA. So those are my 5 for today. Anybody else have their rule of 5 that they would like to add in there? And So while you guys are doing that, we'll get into the last part here because we want to close this out. Like I said, we want to try to be 15 minutes, and we're a little over that. You guys are awesome today, and I want to make sure we got to everybody. What solutions are you looking for? Is there anything that stands out that you could use a little ideas, some tips, some support, some whatever? When we put our needs out into the universe, that is the power of the mastermind, right? It's two or more people working together to achieve more than they could separately. And so when we put that stuff out there, we attract that type of thing. So if you have solutions that you're looking for, feel free to pop them in the comments, and we can talk about that further. But the other thing I encourage you to do is go right down here to osg.link/volley and get into the conversation there, where you can then also look for solutions and get help with challenges and problems. So, all right, you guys, that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate you joining us here this morning. We will be back tomorrow morning, and I will be mobile tomorrow morning. So still 7 o'clock, tune in, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Later today, Kylene's got Thankful Thursday at 1 o'clock Central Time. So right here where you're at, you can check that out, or you can go over to her Facebook page at facebook.com/WeHeartBiz, WeHeartBiz, B-I-Z. So check her out at 1 o'clock today. Kylene always does a great job. And speaking of that, from that program, there is a channel inside of the Volley community, again, right down here, that is daily gratitude. And people like Tanya and Kylene and lots of wonderful people, Jennifer, who was brought up earlier, they jump in there and they share what they're grateful for each day. When we can focus on the things that we're grateful for, the world's going to be a lot better place. I know there's a lot of challenges, a lot of difficult things to process all the time, but especially right now, when we can just focus on our gratitude, when we can fix from the inside out, then the world will get better. I promise. All right. You guys are amazing. Have a great day, and I will talk to everybody again tomorrow morning.